Greetings, this is Brother Eli. Welcome to Bible Truth Revealed. This channel is dedicated to exposing the lies of Christianity and revealing biblical truth. On this channel, we worship and serve the Most High God of Israel only. This teaching is entitled, What Do the Holy Scriptures Reveal About the Earth? That is, what do the Holy Scriptures reveal about the earth? There is a diabolical conspiracy to undermine the Holy Scriptures, which Christians call the Old Testament, by attempting to disprove biblical claims about the earth. Most notably is the fallacy that the earth is a giant spinning ball that is traveling around the sun at mind-boggling speeds. In this teaching, I will expose this conspiracy and share some basic truths that the Holy Scriptures reveal about the earth. In part 1, I will address the fallacies that the earth is spinning around the sun at mind-boggling speeds and that the earth is a globe. And then, in part 2, I will explain what the Holy Scriptures reveal about the firmament that covers the earth. Before we begin, it's important to answer the question, why does it matter? It matters because the enemies of the Most High are trying to brainwash and bully us into changing our understanding of the world around us, to cause us to reject the basic truths that are plainly written in the Holy Scriptures. Therefore, we must make a choice. We can either choose to believe the blatant lies of the oppressor, or we can choose to believe the basic truths that are plainly revealed in the Holy Scriptures. I choose to believe the Holy Scriptures. Now let's look at fallacy number 1. The earth is spinning around the sun at mind-boggling speeds. Pay close attention to the following video, which explains fallacy number 1.
As we know, it takes the Earth about 24 hours to complete a rotation. The circumference of the Earth is about 25,000 miles, so if you live at the equator, you're spinning at over 1,000 miles per hour. And we're just getting started. We also know that it takes the Earth roughly 365 days to orbit the Sun. The total trip is almost 600 million miles, which means the Earth is circling at over 66,000 miles per hour. And the Sun is also moving towards other stars in the galaxy and bringing us along at about 43,000 miles per hour. At the same time, it's moving upwards relative to the Milky Way plane at over 15,000 miles per hour. In addition to all that, the Sun orbits the center of the Milky Way once every 225 million years, moving at 483,000 miles per hour to make the trip. All things considered, we're moving at about 540,000 miles per hour as a solar system. And on top of all of that, the Milky Way is shooting through the universe. If we measure the galaxy's speed relative to cosmic background radiation from the Big Bang, we find it's traveling at an incredible 1.3 million miles an hour. So you're moving on Earth, the Earth is moving around the Sun is moving around the galaxy, and the entire galaxy is moving around the universe at a combined speed of over 1.9 million miles an hour, or 530 miles every second. That means that in the time you've been watching this video, you've traveled over 60,000 miles through space.
Common sense does not allow me to believe that the earth is moving at mind-boggling speeds, yet I cannot feel a thing. Those who teach this fallacy claim that it is like when we are driving a car. We know that we are moving, but we can't feel it.
Think about when you go driving in a car, for example. On a motorway, cruise control on 70 miles an hour. You don't notice that you're moving. You feel stationary, sat in the seat in the car.
I don't know about you, but when I am driving my car, I can feel that I am moving. In fact, some people even suffer from motion sickness when traveling by car. This is because they can feel that they are moving. On the other hand, the reason we cannot feel the earth moving is because the earth is not moving. When there is an earthquake in our area, we feel it. In the same way, if the earth were moving at mind-boggling speeds, we would feel it. But we cannot feel the earth moving because the earth is not moving. Now let's hear what the Holy Scriptures reveal about this subject. I will be reading from the Brenton Septuagint translation. Psalm 103 in the Brenton Septuagint is 104 in the KJV. I'm reading Psalm 103 verse 5 in the Septuagint. It says, "Who establishes the earth on her sure foundation? It shall not be moved forever. The Most High set the earth on a sure, firm, fixed foundation so that it would not be moved forever." The fact that the earth does not move is mentioned several times in the Holy Scriptures. Therefore, the matter is simple. We can either choose to believe what the Holy Scriptures reveal about the earth, or we can choose to believe the lies of the oppressor. I choose to believe the Holy Scriptures. Not only does the oppressor want us to unquestioningly believe that the earth is spinning at mind-boggling speeds, but he has convinced gullible people that if the earth stopped spinning, it would be catastrophic for everyone on earth. Listen to this.
What would happen if the earth stopped rotating for a second?
Oh, yeah, that would be disastrous. Disastrous. Because right now, here in New York, you can calculate at our latitude, we are all moving with the earth at 800 miles an hour due east, because earth is rotating. If you stopped earth and you weren't seatbelt buckled to the earth, you would fall over and roll 800 miles an hour due east. It would kill everyone on earth. People would be flying out of windows, and that would just be a bad day on earth.
This madness is a ridiculous alternative to the simple biblical truth that the earth does not move. In addition to the fact that the earth does not move, the Holy Scriptures declare that the sun travels in a circuit above the earth. We can find this in Psalm chapter 18 in the Septuagint, which is chapter 19 in the KJV. I'm reading Psalm chapter 18, verses 6 to 7. It says, "In the sun he has set his tabernacle, and he comes forth as a bridegroom out of his chamber. He will exalt as a giant to run his course. His going forth is from the extremity of heaven, and his circuit to the other end of heaven, and no one shall be hidden from his heat." Now, some will argue that this is not meant to be taken literally because it is using figurative language. However, anyone who understands how language works understands you can use figurative language to teach literal truth. And the literal truth that this is teaching is that the sun comes forth to run his course from one extremity of heaven to the other. The sun goes on a circuit from one part of heaven to the next. This is a literal truth. But don't take my word for it. Just look outside during the day and you can see this for yourself. We can learn more about the sun's circuit in Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verses 5 to 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verses 5 to 7 reads thus: And the sun arises, and the sun goes down, and draws toward its place. Arising there, it proceeds southward, and goes round toward the north. That's the circuit of the sun. It continues. The wind goes round, and the wind returns to its circuits. So even the wind has circuits. All the rivers run into the sea, and yet the sea is not filled. To the place whence the rivers come, thither they return again. The sun, wind, and rivers all travel along established circuits. This is literally true. This is what the Holy Scriptures reveal. We can observe these things for ourselves, and this is what I choose to believe. Some cowardly Bible teachers claim that whenever the Holy Scriptures contradict the so-called modern scientific consensus, the Holy Scriptures must be taken figuratively rather than literally. In other words, they only believe the Holy Scriptures as far as they are substantiated by popular opinion. If your Bible teacher lacks the testicular fortitude to stand by what is plainly written in the Holy Scriptures, it's time to find a new Bible teacher. To demonstrate that the Holy Scriptures literally teach that the sun moves while the earth stays still, let's closely examine Joshua chapter 10, verses 12 to 14. This is Joshua chapter 10, verses 12 to 14, and it says, Then Joshua spoke to the Most High in the day in which the Most High delivered the Amorite into the power of Israel, when he destroyed them in Gabon, and they were destroyed from before the children of Israel. And Joshua said, Let the sun stand over against Gabon, and the moon over against the valley of Elan. And the sun and the moon stood still. Again, and the sun and the moon stood still. This does not say that from our earthly perspective, the sun and the moon appeared to stand still. It declares in the Holy Scriptures that the sun and the moon stood still. And that is what I choose to believe. It continues, until the Most High executed vengeance on their enemies, and the sun stood still in the midst of heaven. It did not proceed to set till the end of one day. And there was not such a day either before or after, so that the Most High should hearken or listen to a man, because the Most High fought on the side of Israel. The Most High listened to what Joshua said, and the Most High made the sun and the moon stand still. They stopped moving. The reason Joshua commanded the sun to stand still is because the sun was moving, and he wanted it to stop moving so there would be enough sunlight to finish slaughtering his enemies. If the sun had only appeared to be moving because the earth was spinning at mind-boggling speeds, this would have been the ideal opportunity for the Most High to correct Joshua on his misunderstanding of the subject. But the Most High honored Joshua's request for the sun to stop moving because the sun was indeed moving. In fact, it was common knowledge at the time that the sun moves in a circuit above the earth. Furthermore, it would not have occurred to Joshua to command the earth to stop moving because it was also common knowledge that the earth does not move. To be perfectly clear, if Joshua had reason to believe that the earth was spinning around the sun at mind-boggling speeds, he would have commanded the earth and not the sun to stop moving. This alone is evidence that the Holy Scriptures cannot be reconciled with the modern spinning globe nonsense. Fallacy number 2. The earth is a globe. Anyone who dares to openly challenge the claim that the earth is a globe is usually made fun of and treated like an idiot. We are bullied, laughed at, and called all sorts of names. Here is an example of a well-known Christian apologist who claims to believe the Holy Scriptures, but is afraid to challenge the spinning ball model because he doesn't want people to think he is nuts.
Ken Hovind here, former high school science teacher, now evangelist for 25 years, teaching on creation, evolution, dinosaurs, and the Bible. You said you believe the Bible is literally and scientifically accurate, so you must believe in a geocentric flat earth. Well, the first part's correct. I believe the Bible is literally true and scientifically accurate. I do not believe in the geocentric theory or the flat earth theory. You're just going to make people think you're nuts.
Now here is an example of what happens when people reject the unbiblical claim that the earth is a globe.
It's just so stupid. Like, it's not just the actual flat earth model is stupid, but the way they try and prove it or disprove the globe or everything, it's so dumb. And it just flies in the face of everything that humanity has been trying to do over the past centuries or millennia, which is to grow and evolve and change as a species and get more intelligent and find out more about the world that we live in. And it flies against that because everything they come out with is just horse shit. It's just all based on crap, like terrible experiments that anybody can just look at and go, that's shit. Like, one of the most famous ones is so they don't think that gravity is a thing. Gravity isn't real.
Most people do not want to become the butt of other people's jokes. So even if they have never research the subject for themselves, they often choose to side with the majority or keep their opinions to themselves. Do not be afraid to do your own research. Another well-known Christian ministry that goes to great length to avoid being identified with so-called flat earthers is gotquestions.org. On their website, there is an article entitled, "Does the Bible teach that the earth is flat?" In response to this question, they provide the following cowardly statement, and I quote, "The truth is, the Bible does not comment on the shape of planet Earth." End of quote. This is a bold-faced lie. I don't know which Bible they have been reading at gotquestions.org, but the Bible I read definitely comments on the shape of the earth. Let's read this comment in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 22. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 22 reads thus: "It is he that comprehends the circle," that's the shape, "of the earth, and the inhabitants in it are as grasshoppers. He that set up the heaven as a chamber, and stretched it out as a tent to dwell in." A circle is a shape, And this scripture says that the Most High comprehends the circle of the earth. This is evidence that the Bible explicitly comments on the shape of the earth, and that the shape of the earth, according to the Bible, is a circle. Search any dictionary, and you will discover that a circle is not a globe, and a globe is not a circle. This means that, according to the Holy Scriptures, the earth is not a globe. Does the fact that the earth is not a globe mean that the earth is flat? No, it doesn't. I choose not to use the word flat to describe the earth because I can clearly see that it has mountains, hills, valleys, and so forth. These geographical features make it impossible for the earth to be flat. This obvious fact is one of the reasons that people make fun of so-called flat earthers. They say that flat earthers believe the earth is as flat as a pancake. Have a look at this.
The earth ain't round. It's a big old pancake. Your laughter only makes my belief stronger.
When did you become so dumb?
I ain't dumb. I'm a free thinker.
If you believe the Earth is a pancake, then what about the thousands of photos that clearly shows the Earth is round, like a basketball?
They's all fake.
Okay, if the Earth is a pancake, then how do we get both day and night?
Because the sun is like a spotlight, and it moves around shining on one place at a time.
Okay, crazy.
If you look at flat earth videos on YouTube, you will notice that they always have the same Wikipedia article attached to them. I do not normally use Wikipedia, but since YouTube obviously thinks this flat earth article is reliable and authoritative, I will use it to answer the question: what do the Holy Scriptures reveal about the shape of the earth? Quote 1 says, many ancient cultures subscribed to a flat earth cosmography, notably including the cosmology in the ancient Near East. In other words, in the ancient Near East, the people did not believe that the earth was a globe. Quote 2 says, the Israelites also imagined the earth to be a disk floating on water with an arched firmament above it that separated the earth from the heavens. A disk is not a globe. It is a circle, like we read in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 22. So, this Wikipedia article confirms that the ancient Israelites did not believe that the earth was a globe. Israelites such as the prophet Isaiah believed that the earth was a circle. So naturally, this is what they wrote in the Holy Scriptures. Therefore, we can conclude that according to the Holy Scriptures, the earth is not a globe. Rather than pretending that the Holy Scriptures do not comment on the shape of the earth, genuine truth seekers must choose whether they will believe what the Holy Scriptures reveal about the earth, meaning it is not a globe, or whether they will believe the lies of the oppressor, meaning that it is a globe. I choose to believe the Holy Scriptures. I truly believe that the Holy Scriptures are inspired by the Most High, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He is the one who created the earth and everything else. Therefore, he is the best source of truth about his creation. If the Most High had revealed that the earth was a globe, that is what I would believe. Nevertheless, it turns out that when we examine the Holy Scriptures, they support the flat earth model more than the spinning ball model of the earth. On the other hand, some Bible teachers are so indoctrinated by unbiblical propaganda that they would hesitate to believe the earth was flat, even if it was explicitly stated in their own Bible. Here is an example of one such Bible teacher.
Nick L. Olson says, if the Bible did say the earth is flat, would you believe the earth is flat? Dude, Nick, that's a really good question. And I'm just be really honest with you guys. I was asking myself that and I thought, I don't know.
His immediate answer should have been, yes, absolutely. But instead, we get,
I don't know.
Such a shame. At this point, those persons who subscribe to the idea that the earth is a globe that is spinning around the sun at mind-boggling speeds will probably have lots of questions. Hopefully, these questions will prompt you to do your own research. As a starting point, I wholeheartedly recommend the work of Dave Murphy, a very intelligent gentleman who spent countless hours researching this subject and documenting his findings. I will post a link to his presentation entitled The Biggest Lie of All in the video description. His presentation explores this subject from a logical and scientific perspective and answers the questions that inevitably arise when people first learn that the spinning globe model is a lie. Part 2. The earth is covered by a firmament. What is a firmament? The Ellicott's Commentary for English Readers says this about the firmament. Undoubtedly, it means something solid. And such was the idea of the Greeks and probably also of the Hebrews. The Hebrews believed that the firmament was something solid. The word itself tells us that it means something solid. The root word of firmament is firm. And when something is firm, it is solid. With this in mind, let's read Genesis chapter 1, verses 6 to 10. Genesis chapter 1, verses 6 to 10 reads thus. And the Most High said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the water, and let it be a division between water, and it was so. So there was something solid or firm that divided between water and water. And the Most High made the firmament. And the Most High divided between the water which was under the firmament and the water which was above the firmament. So there was water under the firmament, this solid, firm thing, and there was water above the firmament, this solid, firm thing. And the only way that this firmament could divide between the water below it and the water above it is because it was something solid. Verse 8. And the Most High called the firmament heaven. And the Most High saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. So this firmament was called heaven. This tells us where it was located. It was located above the earth. So there was something solid above the earth that separated the water that was under it from the water that was above it. Verse 9. And the Most High said, let the water which is under the heaven be collected into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And the water which was under the heaven, which is the firmament, was collected into its places, and the dry land appeared. And the Most High called the dry land earth, and the gatherings of the waters he called seas. And the Most High saw that it was good. So in the beginning, there was a whole lot of water. And the Most High created the firmament to divide or separate between the water that was under it and the water that was above it. The purpose of the firmament is to divide the water that's under it from the water that's above it. Those who reject what is plainly written in the Holy Scriptures often claim that the firmament is simply the sky, even though the sky is not solid, the sky is not firm, and that the water above the firmament is simply a reference to the rainwater in the clouds. However, this could not be further from the truth. The verse says that the water is above, not in, the firmament. The firmament in this passage is not referring to the sky. It is a protective covering over the earth that keeps out the water that is above it. This has nothing to do with the rain that is in the clouds. We can find more evidence of water above as opposed to in the firmament in Psalm chapter 148, verse 4. Psalm 148, verse 4 says, praise him, ye heavens of heavens, and the water that is above the heavens. There is water above the heavens, not just in the clouds in the sky. It is the firmament that separates the water above from the water below, just like we read in Genesis chapter 1. Let's go back to Genesis chapter 1, and I will read verses 14 to 20. That's Genesis chapter 1, verses 14 to 20. And it reads thus. And the Most High said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth, to divide between day and night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years. And let them be for light in the firmament of the heaven, so as to shine upon the earth. And it was so. So if anyone is wondering where the lights are in relation to the firmament, they are in the firmament, not outside the firmament where the water above the firmament is, but rather they are in the firmament. Verse 16. And the Most High made the two great lights, the greater light for regulating the day, and the lesser light for regulating the night, the stars also. And the Most High placed them, that's the sun, the moon, and the stars, in, not outside, but in the firmament of the heaven, so as to shine upon the earth. and to regulate day and night, and to divide between the light and the darkness. And the Most High saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And the Most High said, Let the waters bring forth reptiles having life, and winged creatures flying above the earth in the firmament of heaven. And it was so. So no one goes above the firmament because it is firm. It is solid. And it is designed to keep things in and the water above it out. This should raise many questions about the fallacious claims of organizations such as NASA. And these questions will be answered very carefully and thoroughly in the presentation by Dave Murphy, which is entitled The Biggest Lie of All. In conclusion, according to the Holy Scriptures, the earth is not a giant spinning ball, and it is not traveling around the sun at mind-boggling speeds. This simple fact easily separates those who believe the Holy Scriptures from those who don't. Cowards who care more about following the crowd than admitting that the Holy Scriptures contradict the spinning globe model of the earth either choose to pretend that the passages about the earth are not meant to be taken literally, or they falsely claim that the Holy Scriptures do not comment on the shape of the earth. If you are brave enough to examine the truth with an open mind, I encourage you to research this issue for yourself rather than blindly accepting the unbiblical spinning ball propaganda. As for me and my house, we choose to believe the Holy Scriptures. And with that I say, Salam.